my name is Filipa. How are y'all doing? I've been missing you so much. I've been a bit off YouTube. I took a break. I moved countries, so I needed to take a break. Finally, I'm now home office, like getting used to the job, so I have a bit more time and I can be back on the tubes. So please subscribe, thumbs up if you like the video. Thank you to Ultimate Guard, and also thank you so much to my patrons that kept their subscription even though I took a break. I cannot even thank you enough. I really appreciate it. Today I have a special deck for you. So Innistrad is back. We love Innistrad. Okay, let me take my picture of here so we can see the deck better. So this deck I found on MTG Arena Zone and I thought it was amazing. It's a Landfall deck. I love Wrenn 7. I got Wrenn 7 in the pre-release promo and it's an amazing card and I really like it. So the idea is that you ramp with these two creatures, the Scaled Herbalist, which is a 2 mana 1/3. You can tap it to put the land card from your hand to the battlefield. And then you have Muraza Root Grazer, which is a 2 mana 2/3 vigilance, and you can tap it for put a basic land card from your hand into the battlefield, and you can also tap it to return target basic land you control to its owner's hand. That's good because you can return a card and then get landfalled again. That triggers the Scoot Worm, for example. So that's pretty important. So we have 8 rampers for 2 mana, which is pretty good. Usually we skip from 2 to 4. And that is the idea, that we are always getting lands and doing stuff. The only thing about Murazi is that it's only basic lands that you can play, but it also has Vigilance, which is important because you can attack with it and then use it. You can also use both of these abilities in instant speed, which is important. Then we are playing for Borrowed Time, a 3 mana enchantment. Whenever this enters the battlefield, exile target non-land permanent and opponent controls until this leaves the battlefield. This is good because there's a lot of enchantments, planeswalkers playing right now, and this removes them all. Creatures, tokens, enchantments, you name it, Borrowed Time removes it. Then we are running 4 Scoot Worms, a 1/1 Landfall. Whenever land enters the battlefield under your control, you create a 1/1 insect. Then if you control 6 or more lands, you create more copies of the Scoot Worm. Not more copies, but you create an exact copy of Scoot Worm. So then when you play the next land, you're Scoot Worming twice. And then it gets pretty insane. I think you all know Scoot Worm though. So this is an insane card. That's why Muraza's second ability is important, because you can return a target basic land, then play it again if you didn't have a land for the turn, and the Scoot Worms get bigger. Then we are running Zika's Chariot, a 4 mana 4/4 artifact vehicle. Whenever this enters the battlefield, you create 2/2 Rinkat tokens, and whenever this attacks, you create a token that's a copy of target token you control. This is very good because the idea is that you play Chariot on 4, and on 5th you play Wrenn 7, and the minus ability of Wrenn 7 is create a green 3-fold token with reach, and this creature power and toughness are equal to the number of lands you control. So let's imagine we play Chariot on 4th, on 5th turn we play the Wrenn 7 with minus, we have a 5/5. Use the 5/5 to crew the Zika's Chariot that has crew 4, and when you attack with the Chariot, you can copy the 5/5 that also grows each turn that you play lands, right? So then we have 4 Yasharns. Yasharn is good, it's a 4/4. Then when it enters the battlefield, you search for a basic plain and a basic forest, and that's very important. You can put them into your hand. So even if you keep a hand that doesn't have a lot of lands, on 4th you use Yasharn, you refill with 2 more lands, and this is very good. Also, it has the second text that players cannot pay life or sacrifice non-land permanents to cast spells or activate abilities. Wrenn 7, I already read the minus ability. That's the one that usually it's very insane and that you want to play. The +1 is also pretty good. You reveal the 4 cards of your library, the top 4, and you put all land cards into your hand, and the rest you put on the grave. So this grave thing is good because we are running Storm Festival. I'll get there in a minute. The 0 ability is put any number of lands from your hand onto the battlefield tap. If you have a lot of lands, these can get insane, the ramp can get real. And then the -8 that I never used, return all permanent cards from your graveyard to your hand. You get an emblem with you have no maximum end size. Then we are running Force Storm the Festival. It's a 6 mana card. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may put up to 2 permanent cards with mana value 5 or less. So basically you can put every permanent you control, even lands, onto the battlefield. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order, and for 9 mana you can flash back it. It means you can play it back from the grave, so that's very good. It has recursion, you can get basically any card in your deck. Then we have Cave of the Frost Dragon. It's a land that can become a 3/4 flyer. We have Lair of the Hydra, which can, for X and green, until the end of the turn, this becomes an XX green creature. It's still a land, X cannot be 0. We have 14 basic lands, 7 plains, 7 forests. We have 4 pathways, and we have 4 overground farmlands. So this is the Selesnya deck we are playing with. There's a lot of synergy, it's very fun. It's not like the most competitive thing, but you can get some wins with it for sure. I misplay with it a lot because I was new and I took a break on Constructed, so please excuse my mistakes. In sideboard, we are playing some Radanes to prevent those board wipes at turn 4 or 5. It gets non-creatures spells my opponent casts with mana value 4 graded to cost 2 more. We have Tolskis. It cannot be countered, which is important, and it can draw you a lot of cards. For example, with the Scootworm army. We have Sunset Revelry, a new card from the set. If an opponent has more life than you, you gain 4 life. If an opponent controls more creatures than you create 2 1/1s. And if an opponent has more cards than you draw a card. We have Doomscar as well for some board wipe that sometimes is needed against the more aggressive decks. So this is the deck. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much. Let's get into the games. So our opponent goes first. Our end is not the best, but I think it's very keepable. And we do have some ramp. We do have Wrenn and 7, which is amazing. Okay, I'm going to play this one first. Just because I'm not going to play anything turn 1 anyway, so... We can do Herbalist into, if they don't kill our Herbalist, Chariot, so that would be great. A turn 3 Chariot would be amazing if I get a land. Which I do have some turns to get the land, so... Ooh, it's the Mihor. Okay. They have the Innkeeper, which is also a ramp. Ooh. Okay, this one is even better. It works kind of like the Scaled Herbalist, but has Vigilance, so I can attack. And it also allows me more possibilities. Okay, they're playing the Innkeeper. Unfortunately, I messed up because this is basic land, unfortunately. So that was a mess up on my part, so I'm just going to play this. Unfortunately, I cannot play any... Yeah, that is a problem. Okay, sure. What I can do is play my own Wrenn in 6 next, so it's not the end of the world. If I get a land, of course. And our Wrenn in 6 should be bigger than unfortunately I didn't get it. Unfortunately, I did not get it. So what I can do is return this basic land to my hand. Play this. And play this. And then I can play another Herbalist. And I really need a land here, so let's see how that goes. We are doing a Scoot army, which is good for me. Like, Wrenn and 7 is good, but... Okay, they only got 1 land, that's very good for me. They did get this in the grave, which is a concern. But... I mean, we really need the Wrenn, basically. Yeah, sure. So we are playing the Mirror, basically. Okay, we got their own Arshan. That's pretty good, actually. And we can get a forest and a plains, which is pretty good. I can play a forest. I can play a plains. I can return the plains. And I can play the plains again. And this way I'm like doing scoot worms that already are copying themselves, so they kind of have the need to, I don't know. Oh, so probably they have another Wrenn, so they have the need to like wipe the board maybe because of my scoot worms. That would be great. Yeah, they do have another Wrenn and 7. It's fine. I'm going to play my own Wrenn and 7, and like the Root Grazer is going to allow me to keep playing lands even if I don't draw them. So let's start with Wrenn and 7. Part of me wants to plus because I kind of need lands, and I do have 3 Wrenns. Okay, that's perfect. So I'm going to play land for the turn. I'm going to play another land. And I'm going to tap. And I'm going to return it. And then with Herbalist, I'm going to play it. Make a bunch more of Scoot Worms. And with the mana that I have remaining, we can do Chariot. I did a lot of mistakes in the beginning, but I think we are able to catch up now. Hopefully, and they just conceded. Okay, so I did a lot of mistakes in the beginning, but we got there. That part is good. So it's, I think I like the deck as I have it. Sideboard is tricky because Tolsky might not get there. I mean, if I get Scoot Worms, yes, he might get there, but otherwise he might not get there. And I like the deck how it is consistent. I'd rather have Chariot than a Raidane, I think. Although the flying is good. But yeah. I mean, the Wrenn and 7 gets more expensive. I guess we can switch to Raidanes for 2 Chariots. So put 2 Raidanes in and 2 Chariots out. Just because it makes the Wrenn and 6 and the spell more expensive, so the Scoot Worm is important here because it can get very insane. This is kind of keepable, sort of. Yeah, I guess this is keepable. Okay. This makes it much better. Death Tangle, sure. So next turn we can do a Yasharn. We do need to ramp for this, which is 6 mana. Okay, so they have 4 mana. They can do Yasharn now. They can do Chariot. Okay, they did also this one. Okay, fair enough. So I'm going to put this into play. I'm going to play this. And I think I might go for Yasharn here. Just get some more lands. Dry my deck a bit as well. Next I could do the Festival. They can do Wrenn now. They can even do the Festival, but let's see. Okay, so maybe they are going to do that because now they have 6 mana. Okay, so let's see if my Festival is better than theirs. You may put... Okay, so I don't know what this is, actually. When this creature transforms... okay. Nah, it was not that amazing, to be honest. So I can do this. Do this. The Festival, and I hope that my Festival is better than theirs. I can borrow on time there to get my Yasharn back. That seems good. And I can get a Raidane. So I can borrow time this. And get my Yasharn back. And get more lands, which is important. And yeah, it was a good turn for me. If I keep ramping up, I can get the Storm Festival fast. That's the goal, ramping a bit faster than them. I do have more lands as well. Skyclave Apparition. I don't know if they're... Okay, they're going for the Raidane. That's fine. So they have a different list than the one that I'm using. Fair enough. So I wonder if I have enough for the festival. Maybe I don't. Yeah, it's not enough. So I'm just going to play everything that I can. And next turn I can do the festival. A good thing to notice is that Chariot can copy the tokens from Wrenn and 6. That's why it's important in this deck. I probably mentioned that in the deck tech, because I always film it in the end, so remember Filipa to, in the deck tech, talk about it. And they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. This is 9. They do have 9 with Tangles, so they might do that. Try to go for a Wrenn and 6 here. And 7. It's not Wrenn and 6. I always think it's Wrenn and 6 for some reason, but it's Wrenn and 7. Okay. Pass to attackers. Go ahead. Don't think they're going to attack. Ooh, they didn't do anything. That's sus. Good thing, like, I do have a lot of lands, like, a lot of lands. This is a sorcery, so I don't know what they can have instant speed. Okay, so let's do a giant here. Unfortunately, no Scootworm yet, but... So let me try to attack with the Chariot. They just conceded, okay. Because then with the Chariot attacking, I could copy the token of the Wrenn and 7. Good game. Okay, let's play more. This was fun. Let's play more games. So, guess who just had an amazing win and forgot to record? It was me. I won against Izzet Dragons and I was not recording. So, let's see if I can also win this one. That would be cool. I was like, okay, let me edit the video. And I was like, oh, it didn't record. Great. Okay. So this is weird. I don't know what they're playing. I guess I can keep. And it's not too bad. It's just not too great. It's nye. But at least now I'm recording, so... Oh my god. Okay, I think we can keep this. It's a bit weird, but yeah, we can try it. Okay. Ooh, we just got so much better though. So much better. So I don't know if they're playing a sacrifice deck or whatever they're playing. What I know is that if they don't kill my Root Grazer, next time I can play Yasharm if I get a land. Okay. That's fine. What is that? Attacks. So we got there, which is definitely good. And now we can get more lands because I definitely need them. And we are going places. We can start ramping. So let me read this. Board, discard a card. Whenever this enters the battlefield or attacks, exile up to one card from a graveyard. If it's that's actually fine. what? I can just kill that, to be honest. I can't start around. Fine. And go for the attack. And they have to deal with stuff. I don't know if they have mass removal or not, but they have to deal with stuff. Okay, they're looking at my... Okay, that's not good enough, I would say. What I can do is this. Attack with everything. And I can... Okay, so they just couldn't deal with this. Too much ink sets, too much stuff going on. I don't know what they are playing, it's weird. It seems like they have creatures, so I might play some Revelry thing. And I can take one Chariot, and I can take one Scootworm, and let's try this. I just need to guarantee my ramp, and I should be okay. I can keep this, it's not ideal, but we do have an Herbalist into Chariot, and this deck thrives on land, so... Ooh, not bad. So next time I can do Herbalist into Chariot into Wrenn, that's so good. Why do they have... They have green and blue? Okay, Wrenn is gone. Did they have this color before? They didn't have green, did they? They have red and did they have black, but they didn't have green. I don't think they did. So my Wrenn might go now, which is sad. No, they went for Chariot. They don't care about my Wrenn. They don't care about my Wrenn. Interesting. So this might be the card that deals to damage, I guess. Okay, they're doing the same again. Fine. Okay. So what I can do here is I can play this. I can discard these, honestly. I'm going to pass, because in the end of the turn I'm going to play a farmland, and then I can try Brandon 6. Yeah, Render Plus, a bit tad annoying, but kind of good. So I don't know if they are going to use the ability to start triggering it. Okay. And we are going to put a land on the battlefield for us. And it's land time. I'm not complaining about a 5-5. That can grow.
But we also will not hold back.
Yeah, that's a bit annoying. I'm going to chump the 2-2. My Wrenn is more worth. Also because I can always borrow time this. No, don't kill it. Okay.
The forest
I mean,
overrun.
Let's be fair. I assume they had an answer for it, just based on the fact that they didn't remove it. So we can make a 1-1 and attack. And now we have to kind of prey on our top decks here. That's a good one. Okay, that's not bad for me. So I can make a what? 3-3? I'm going to attack, honestly. If they want to kill it, that's fine. But I cannot have it. Yeah, unfortunately the vigilance is not good for me. But I have so many cards that get me out of this situation. I have the one that looks at the top and... Oh, but that is bad. Come on,
My
give me
children
something.
wrench
That's
their
not
again
something.
in exchange for
Okay,
loyalty.
I think I still can afford to. If they draw land, maybe. But they can start drawing with lorries again. Dominance is annoying. Okay, I'm going to block like this. I guess I could have done to block that. So they're going to
I will cull
draw a card. Why?
my hatred
mana.
lives.
The draw is good because at least that gets a bit smaller, right? Oh, it doesn't. Oh, it only you control a token, I see. Well, it's not ideal, but it's a card. So I don't know how they're going to attack here, but it's covered.
Oh yes, I know the knowledge you seek.
Okay, so maybe they're flooding. That would be good. They can play the Lotus. Okay, Lotus cover is fine actually. Okay, so this can be a 1, 2, 3, 4, so a 3, 3. So what I can do is I can double block here. And they, well, they just, hopefully they don't have a trick. Now I kind of need to just have a better top deck than they
My
do.
power is
overall.
for annihilation.
That's not it. That's not it. Come on. Okay, I don't know why they didn't
You
attack
fall
first.
into my will
Oh,
cannot be denied.
I'm probably
Envy
dead.
the strong.
Even
Subservience
with my best
will
top deck, I assume I'm dead. No, I'm very dead. And we are
do what I
okay.
demand.
So I got to know a bit more about their deck. It seems interesting. So apparently they also have green. Maybe some Doom Scars is not a bad idea, to be honest. So let's try this. I mean, it was pretty good. I like their deck. It's a fun deck, it looks like. Let's play first. I mean, I don't hate it. It's not great, but I don't hate it. We do have Border Times, which can get rid of things like the Lordies. We do have the Wrenn and 7 if they don't have the rest. And we are on the play, so like, thing like a Yarsharn or a 2-mana creature that we have a ton will help us out, and they're mulligan, so that's a good sign for us. I mean, I should not root for opponent to mulligan, but sometimes, you know, you gotta. Okay, so they have 5 cards. They move to 5. Okay, we are getting lands, which is not ideal, but they have lands. Okay. So actually I'm going to go for the Ranger class here, just because it's a more long-time threat. And it looks like they don't have other colors, apparently. Yeah, I'm not going to mess with that because I don't think it's worth it, I guess. Okay, they do have the mana now. But they didn't play anything. So let's see if they have an answer for my Wrenn. Probably do, but I'm going to need a creature out of it anyway.
Will of the woods is made
Yeah, they have something.
manifest.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. So now they can kill my Wrenn. Okay, so they don't have mana for what? Ooh, they also have...
It is time
Okay.
for battle.
If I do 3, I only have 2 left. And I need blockers after all, so I think I'm just going to do this. Okay. If I got a Wrenn, it would be very good because I could copy my... So I assume here they're going to look for lands. We have some cards that are very good that can get us back on this game. Unfortunately, we are flooding a bit, which can happen in this deck. Okay, let's see.
We will
Ooh, good. They didn't get any land, they just got good cards into the grave. I don't know how much that can be. Trying to do the math. Okay. So I don't know if they have an answer for Chariot, but I'm going to go for it. Looks like they do. Fine. Unfortunately, this happened. I'm going to attack Wrenn. They can make a 1-1, but that's fine. Because Wrenn is not going to die, but it stays at 1. And they get 1 less land if they do that. So Wrenn is alive, but they get 1 less land. Yes, they can go look for lands, but next turn I can also do the flyer, which is good. Yeah, they got that. But it doesn't have flying, so... or reach. Good cards again in the grave.
Mighty forests.
Not mad about that. Okay, they can do that. Interesting. What I need is the sorcery that gets things from the grave. That would be... not that I can play it again from the grave. Although then if they attack, it exiles, but... maybe you could get me a Wrenn. A land is definitely not what I need. I need to have some blockers. This doesn't have reach.
Our fire must not escape.
And now, of course, that's the problem, that this is getting annoying, but not much I can do. I just gotta hope that this is a land as well. And then I can start doing blockers. Exile up to 2 cards. Sure. And I'm going to double block here. Oh, that's bad. Well, I guess I do have a flyer. So, it could be worse. The problem is, that thing is a dead toucher. Okay, they are not attacking with the lair. I don't know why. And I'm going to take this damage this time, and I'm just going to block this. I don't know why I'm getting so many lands. I mean, I do. This deck is like supposed to get a lot of lands, but this is a bit too much. Just a bit too much. Okay, now they are going to start doing the lair. And that's scary because it's a big lair. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a 6/6, and I will be dead, so I will have to block. Champing is not ideal here. Need a Reacher. I need Wrenn, you know, basically. They already got their Wrenn. Here's my Wrenn. Okay, so. Fortunately, I cannot like do these as well. Otherwise, I would double block. Okay, that's not bad. I did gain some life, did some chunk blockers. Not bad. That gave me a bit of time. Okay, so they make a 7/7, not scary again. The scavenger I'm always going to block. Okay, they feed this one. Not ideal. Because that means that thing is not going to die. Okay, so I might actually not champ that. And just do this. Yeah, there we go. That is bad. Come on. That's not it. Come on. My top decks are being so bad. Not much I can do though. Not much we can do. I need something. In these 42 cards I still have, I need something very good. Okay, so. So I have to jump, and jump. And now a miracle I can get a board wipe. And that's it. Okay, so they're looking. No, we didn't get it. That was so bad. I got so many lands in a row, but I guess that's what you get for playing Landfall. It's fine. Okay, everyone, I hope you liked this video. I am rusty. Like, I haven't played Constructed in so long. I took a big break. I've been streaming sometimes in the weekends, but I did move countries and got a full-time job, so it's a bit more difficult for me to stream now. Finally, I got the hang of it and I'm home office now, so luckily I can do more YouTube videos now and I can be back, which is amazing. If you like the video, please subscribe, thumbs up, and say what deck you want me to play next. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.